right, it is week 5. You all survived the first half of the semester. We're on the second half. It's all downhill coasting from here. Hopefully, none of you felt like Mr. Bean in the login page last week after that midterm exam and just were crying and carrying on. I didn't get any comments from anybody, so I'm assuming everything went well. So we're back to normal schedule for this week. So this week we look at listening and we look at emotions. And we have been listening almost our entire lives, not hearing. Hearing and listening are very different. We've been listening almost our entire lives, and believe it or not, we're incredibly terrible at it. Even though we've been doing it for a long, long time, a lot of people think they're good listeners. In reality, we've got a lot of issues, a lot of problems there. And so we're going to look at that. There'll be some good quick tips on that particular thing. We're also going to look at emotions. We, human species, are very emotional type beings, and we are tied to our emotions, and our emotions affect our communication. And so that can be a very interesting topic, and it's a good one to understand so that you understand how emotion plays its part. And we'll introduce a term, some of you may have heard of it, called emotional quotient. It's like the intelligence quotient, which measures how smart you are. Emotional quotient measures how well you understand emotions, how well you are able to handle dealing with emotions, your own emotions as well as others. Studies have found that people, particularly in the workplace, that rise up through the ranks have a very high emotional quotient. So this is a very important topic to look at for your future career success. And so we're going to look at both of those this week. Again, these are both two very big topics that could easily take a week apiece. So there's a lot of information tied up to it. As far as assignments, you will of course have the quiz. The quiz is, and you are going to have a discussion on listening and emotion. I think there's a part on each. And then there's also the reflection papers like normal. And then since you're done with the I am assignment that you turned in at the end of week 4, the other matching assignment to that has the equal value, 100 points, you will start working on this week. It's due week 8, is the movie analysis assignment. You will pick a movie. There's some suggestions in the assignment instructions. If you've got a question about a movie, shoot me an email and we can talk about it. But you're going to pick a movie and you're going to pick some concepts from the course and discuss how they are presented in the movie and how they are, most of the time anyway, accurate representations of what really goes on in that particular aspect of communication, because there's tons of things out there to pick from, right? So you'll start working on that this week. Like the I am assignment, it stretches out over several weeks. You'll turn that in week 8, and it'll be complete. It does involve watching a movie, so you need to pick a movie out that you have access to or that's available on Netflix or Hulu or one of the streaming services out there. There's lots of movies available. And as I said, if you've got any questions, shoot me an email or grab me in office hours and I'll be glad to help you. I will be putting up some quick tips. I am going to try to do a live session this week, or it might be early next week. It depends on how my week folds out. But I've had several comments from students that they are finding the video side of things to be very helpful. So I will be creating some more of those for this particular week. There's some really good ones. There's a TED Talk on listening that I highly recommend. He talks about the 5 ways to improve your listening. In one of my other classes, I actually assigned students the task of picking one of the 5 and doing it and then writing a report about it. It's very useful for helping improve our listening skills, which of course in the long run gives us better communication skills as well. So that's the week in a nutshell. I'm glad to see y'all survived. As I said, midterms will come out. I think I have to turn them in Friday afternoon. And keep in mind that there's a lot of assignments left. There's a lot of potential for improving grades if they're not where you want them to be. And as I said, if you got any questions, shoot me an email or grab me in office hours, and I'll see you later.